Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Pick a Mix. And this week we're going to take a wander down the sidewalk, which means it is a US top 10. And we're going to look at today for May 29th, 1993. And back in 1993, it was a Saturday. Wasn't a leap year. Now, if you was born on this day, happy birthday. And if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. So if you was born in 1993, you are what we call a millennial. Your birth sign is Gemini, and your Chinese zodiac is year of the rooster. Now, back in 1993, the President of the United States was Mr. Bill Clinton. So we'll have a look at some birthdays. Now, we have got a person that is actually born on this day in 1993. And he's from Ecuador, and his name is Richard Carparaz, and he's an Olympic cyclist champion in the road race in 2020, and he was run the Giro Italia in 2019. We've got some heavenly birthdays now, and born in 1630 on this day was King Charles II, born in 1630. And he was King of England from 1660 to 1685, and he was born in St James Palace in London. And also today is the heavenly birthday of the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. He was born in 1917 and tragically shot in 1963, and he was born in Brooklyn, Massachusetts. So we're going to have a look at some history as well. Now this one's linked in with a heavenly birthday. 1660. On this day, on his 30th birthday, King Charles II returns to London from exile in the Netherlands to claim the English throne after the Oliver Cromwell period. Also today, in 1953, Mount Everest is conquered. Edmund Hillary and Tenzin Norgay first. They were a British expedition, and they reached the summit. But it was announced actually on the Queen's coronation because of it wasn't like today where things are instant. So there we go. Okay, 1982. It was the first papal visit to Britain since 1531. Pope John Paul II came to the UK. I remember it was a big news at the time, and yeah, we all remember that. So there we have some history, but we're not here for history. We're here to look at what was in the top 10 in America in 1993. So, coming in at number 10, up one place, Don't Walk Away Jade. This was released in 1992 but didn't chart in America till 93. Reached number 4 eventually and got to number 7 here in the UK. Not a big fan of this. By this time I'd really gone off pop music. It's plastic, shocking. The girls can sing, but it's not very good for my books. Okay, at number 9 we have a non-mover. I Have Nothing, Whitney Houston from The Bodyguard. Reached number 4 in America, number 3 here, but was a number 1 in Canada. This is one of the best songs from that soundtrack. I like the movie. It's a good vocal. She doesn't try and put in notes that don't need to be there on this one. Not like one of the other songs from this film. Okay, at number 8, down 3. Nothing But a G-Thang from Dr. Dre and featuring Snoop Dogg. On its way down, had reached number 2 on the Billboard and managed 31 in this country. I think Dr. Dre is no longer with us. Snoop Dogg is. He's quite fun. Don't like the music, but I think he's just got this personality. It's the song though is absolutely rubbish. As far as I'm concerned, I don't understand what they're saying. Okay, number 7, down 1 place. I'm So Into You, SWV. This was on its way down the charts. Had peaked at number 6. Only managed 17 in the UK. They all sound the same, don't they? The same drum beat, the same sound on the auto cue. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. At number 6, up 1 place. Looking Through Patient Eyes, PM Dawn. This is as far as it got on the American charts. Got to number 11 in the UK, but it was a number 1 hit in Canada for PM Dawn. So plastic. No originality. Lot for your Uncle Iain. Okay, number 5, down 1 place. Love Is, Brian McKnight and Vanessa Williams. This is the highest it got on the Billboard. Only managed 92, and it's a song that's on the Beverly Hills 90210 soundtrack. This isn't too bad. It's one of the better songs on this chart. Okay, number 4, up 4 week, SWV. Second entry in the top 10 for this, well, dance formation band, as I call them. On its way up to the top of the US Billboard, managed 33. They weren't popular in the UK. I think there must have been a button on a key on a mixing desk called 80s mode. And 90s mode, because they just hit the button and the same sounds come out. Nah, it's just a dreary old song. At number 3, we have a non-mover, Knocking the Boots, H-Town. This is the highest it got on the Billboard, but was never released here in the UK. And I'm glad, because it's absolute tripe. As I said, by this time I'd lost interest in pop music. At number 2, we have another non-mover, Freak Me, Silk. This would be number 1 next week. And a couple of weeks, I think, only got to number 46. Can't stand this track either, it's just awful. Then we've got a non-mover, and this is just something I thought it was going to, but it did. The previous Freak Me did get to number 1, but number 1 was a non-mover, and it was the 3rd of 8 weeks. That's The Way Love Goes, Janet Jackson. Also reached number 1 in New Zealand and was number 2 in this country. It's not often I'd say I like a Janet Jackson song, but I think this is one of the better ones that she did. It's one of the better tracks on this top 10 as well. It's got a nice melody to it, and as much as I don't like Janet Jackson, she can sing. So there we go. There was our top 10 in 1993 in America. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. At least we had Britpop over here. Okay, that's all for today. Apart from tonight, of course, when we'll be doing the live stream. But we'll be back tomorrow on what we got for you tomorrow, where we've got a great live album ranking, and it's the magnificent Gary Newman, all 26. It's taken me a long time to listen to them all, but I'm finally ready to do it. And we've got 2 new albums tomorrow. We've got a new album from Skunk Anansie. It's called The Painful Truth, and also the new album from Sparks, Mad. So that's all for tomorrow. So have a great day, and I will see you all tonight on the live stream. Bye for now.